Hello, Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest, Chapter 20. When we last left off, the fight against Mercfovia was just not going great. He was utterly wiping the floor with Team Natsu. Natsu used some super special awesome fire attack that just did no damage to him. And right when all hope seemed lost, Natsu sucked up in this whirlpool. He was grabbed by another dragon. And he was like, and the other dragon was like, "I'm not giving you this guy, Mercfovia," and that's where we left off. So before we go any further, just a reminder: I have my spring 2019 anime straw poll review straw poll in the description down below. Fill that out. Let me know what you want to see on the channel next season. And yeah, let's jump right on into chapter 20, Heritage of Fire. Our cover picture is of Gray and Juvia, the cool combination of fairy tale. Leave it up to ice and water. So yeah, we open right where we left off, with the arm of the dragon grabbing Natsu. Before the water god dragon's astonishing power, Natsu has fallen into trouble. And now, at a time like this, the hand that suddenly came from the darkness. Whose is it? So remember my theory from last time that the hand belonged to, a friend of Igneel's. That's my current theory. I don't think it's Igneel. Anyway, what's that hand? And Happy flies up to him. Natsu! Mercfovia just, stares at the hand. And Gray and Urza, comment on it. Mine? It knows Natsu? And we see the face in the void. That magic! And Wendy, she senses it first, but she's also a slayer, so, a dragon slayer specifically, so she's good at, sensing magic. Hey, let me go! Now Lucy can feel the magic. I can feel it, too. And the dragon, its mouth emerges from the water. That feeling is, it's a dragon! Wow! Who would have guessed that one? I thought that would have been, I was a little bit nervous that would be an Igneel reveal, because they seemed to recognize it and didn't instantly look at the hand and be like, that's a dragon's hand! Yeah, it's a little obvious that was a dragon. Admittedly, we see the dragon in his full glory now. He is definitively not Igneel. He has hair, for one thing, and a horn, and, chest tattoos, funnily enough. So he's distinctly not Igneel, which is good. And the dragon roars. A fire dragon? Is it really one of the god dragons? So yeah, it looks like it was a friend of Igneel's. It is a fire dragon who has an attachment to Natsu. He's definitely a friend of Igneel's. Natsu recognizes it. This one smell. The fire dragon to Mercfovia. What happened? For you to lose all your reasoning. It doesn't seem like you. And he just stares Mercfovia down. He looks like... and Natsu flashes back to Igneel. He looks like Igneel. And yeah, there is definitely a trace of Igneel, especially in his facial structure, but he's also pretty definitively not Igneel, which is good. Don't lose to that kind of guy, Natsu! And the dragon throws Natsu onto Mercfovia. Wah! Natsu! And Happy picks up Natsu. Who are you? It's true that fire magic is weak against water magic. I can't do anything about that. Look at him. That's not his normal power. That's only half of it. Okay? And everyone is now, trembling in fear. You're joking, right? That's not his full power? No way. We can't win. How pitiful. You can't do a thing against him. Are you still Igneel's child? You know Igneel? You. Here, I'll lend you some help. And we get a bit of scale here at just how small the flame dragon is compared to Mercfovia. The flame dragon's entire body is maybe the size of Mercfovia's head. That's insane. Anyway, so the fire dragon is lending Natsu, some power. And he, glowers, and Natsu, feels the power. The power of fire is the power to burn everything. To burn the world. And then the flame dragon, summons these, pillars of flame. And live amongst the raging flames. Natsu! And the dragon roars, and the town just ignites. All around the dragon, there's just pillars of fire coming up from out of the town. Out of Elmina. What's that? The city is turning into a sea of fire? And yeah, we see, like, in the streets, it's just flooded with flames. You! And now all the townspeople are also not okay, because they can't breathe in fire. Or not get burned in fire, you know. Wah! Yeah! I'm on fire! And then we cut to, the fish waiter guy, the fish bellhop guy. First water, and now fire. What kind of trial is this? No way! Foo-ha-ha-ha-ha! Burn! 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 Everything shall disappear! So it looks like this fire guy is not on our side, but Natsu, like, snaps at him. How is that help? You're just burning the whole city! Do not mess with me! And we see Mercfovia brings down a tidal wave to, like, quell the flames. And the ocean is now just, like, raining down on the town. The water god dragon, he's putting out the fire! Oh, I knew he was our protector god! Even though he attacked me with water just a while ago. He is not protecting the city. He is protecting himself. Well, he ended up protecting the city anyway, so I don't know what what the fire dragon was trying to prove there. However, even if my affinity is bad against his, there's also fire that can burn water, like mine. Yeah, I got it. So just put it out. At this rate, the city will. You do it. And the dragon just, like, leaves the protecting the city off to Natsu. I think I know what happened. So I think the part that we see that, like, the fire is put out is not the rest of the city. Yeah, because we see in the background, we see the parts away from the fight are still raging. But Mercfovia only, like, put out the part of town that was around him. Okay, that's what's going on there. That's what he proved. So maybe the fire dragon still is not a bad guy. Though I'm kind of doubtful, given that he may have just killed all of Elmina, so, you know, anyway. Yeah, I got it. So just put it out. At this rate, the city will. You do it. Huh? Are you sure you're okay this way? If you stay here, Mercfovia will destroy everything. It's my gift to you. It's not permanent. You can get power for a little moment. Right, Fire Dragon Slayer? And Natsu looks at him in shock. Put it out. By eating my flames. Oh, it's, he's gonna get a... when was the last time Natsu got to eat any fire? Like, that, it's been a long time since that's happened. What? Who would eat your... Are you really in a position to be picky? If you don't do it, the city can't be saved. And you won't be able to win against Mercfovia. Wah! By the way, I won't fight him myself, because you can't grow that way. Huh? You, what is your goal? You see, I want to fight you, once you get much stronger. Fight until one of us turns to ash. And we see him go back into his human form. You should have noticed by now, right? The smell of Igneel. And Natsu's eyes widen. I'm the fire god dragon Ignia. Igneel's true son. That dragon's hand wasn't a helping hand, but the beginning of a new calamity. To be continued. Okay. So, there have been some complaints about 100 Years Quest and how it relates to Igneel's, or not Igneel, Acnologia's whole, like, kill all dragons mission. And I've mostly been able to excuse that so far with Acnologia just really bad at sensing dragons. As we saw when he fought Eileen, or when he, like, squared off against Eileen for, like, a split second and did not even register her as a dragon. But to not know about Igneel's son, I hope we have some backstory for that. Because that's getting kind of out of hand. Also, Ignia in his human form looks a lot like the Dr. Stone guy, which I've not seen. I'll probably watch the anime when it comes out. But he does look cool, I will say. The tattoos are a nice touch. And the kind of like sun-looking amulet also looks really nice on him. Anyway. Also explains why he looks so much like Igneel when Natsu like compares their two faces. But he also definitely does not seem as benign as Igneel. I wonder why that is. Given that he's perfectly fine with like the city burning to the ground if Natsu doesn't do anything. People definitely died in that second, like the instant he burned down the city. There were at least some deaths, I'm certain, right after that. But he also has some kind of... I think he does care very slightly about Natsu. When he does that don't lose to that kind of guy, Natsu, it seemed like he maybe, like, slightly cares about Natsu, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, we have our second god dragon. I do like that all the dragons are not just like threats for us to fight. They're all like people in their own ways. You know, Mercfovia admittedly becomes just like a mindless threat, but there is that like the bittersweetness tinged with that, and how he never wanted to like cause harm to people, but he ended up having to because of Toka, who've not seen for several chapters now, actually. But anyway, now we have Ignia, our new god dragon. And I don't know if that'll. I don't. He hasn't really had any run-ins with Diabolos or with Toka, so I don't know how if he's gonna play into the other arcs 100 Years Quest is stringing along right now. But yeah, it's a good time. Igneel had a son. That's a thing. That's a thing now. It's a little out of nowhere, but I don't particularly mind it. It works, you know. It's all good. Um, but yeah, do I have anything else to say? I don't think so. This chapter is really just introducing Ignia. That's pretty much the entire chapter. Um, and his goals as well, to fight Natsu to the death. Uh, there's still the question of why he wants to. Just maybe it's like, you know, Natsu's Igneel's son, as is Ignia, and Igneel went away because of Natsu, so maybe he feels some resentment towards Natsu there. I don't know. There are a lot of places Ignia's character can go, and I'm really looking forward to all the ways that his character can exist. I think it's a interesting character, and I want to see where we go from here. So I'm going to leave this video off here. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe or do whatever the fuck you want. I don't really care. And as always, people, keep kicking ass, and I'll see you in the future. Bye! Oh, no, that's weird.